Hi everyone. So for this week's discussion question, I chose the short segment "We Are Still Here." And for the first question, what are some examples you read in the chapter that you see in the video of how Native Americans maintain, protect, or restore health? Some of the examples that I found was that they use a lot of meat and fish, and that includes hunting them instead of eating processed foods. They also keep in harmony with themselves and the environment, using acts of purification in order to cleanse the body and spirit. Um, they also go to sweats, and music heals them. And according to the book, the drums are another source of treatment. The healing ceremonies, which one of the girls talks about in the video, are accompanied by the drumming, rattles, and singing. This kind of noise, is supposed to interfere with any negative spirits of the disease or illness that they may have. And for number two, examples of heritage consistency. They participate a lot in their traditional dances. I remember one of the guys was talking about how at a young age he would hunt hunt for his food, and he didn't really know about any like supermarkets that we have right now. And also, one of the girls was talking about how one of her children is speaking traditional language, and that's something that they both can connect with their grandmothers. And also, I noticed that there were instances where the guy was teaching other young children how to make dream catchers. And for number three, is there anything about the Native American adult experience that I could relate to? And there was one instance that I could relate in with my culture. Throughout my high school years, there was a lot of, for my history classes, there was a lot of information about Americans and how they colonized into America. And there wasn't a lot of information about the Mexican culture and the roots or any Aztec culture. And until recently, it is that I actually learned about a lot of my roots was in my History 128 class at UCSC. And that was, I believe, in my winter quarter. And that is where we went into the main roots of my own culture. And I learned a lot about how we came over here, how things were with the whole assimilation, just like the Native Americans had to go through. And from the segment, what might be the biggest health issue that the Native Americans may have dealt with? That is alcoholism, and they used alcohol as a way of dealing with the pain of assimilation and being forced to leave their culture behind. That is their language, how they dressed, and other other culturally other cultural aspects. And in my own home, the biggest health issue is, I would consider it to be alcoholism. A lot of my uncles and cousins and family members drink, and that is one way that they cope with stress or any problem that they may have. And not only is it a bad thing for their health, but it also affects the family, and it is something that I feel that needs to be addressed, and I I try to do the best that I can in order to set a good example for my own nieces and nephews in dealing with stress or any problems with any like alcohol or drugs, that there are other ways of coping with any life problems. And that is it for this week's discussion. Thank you.